Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Auntie Dom. This week it is all about ground turkey. A few days ago I went ahead and I posted a video of making my juicy turkey burger, and I hope some of you had the opportunity to go ahead and repeat that recipe and make those burgers. But tonight what we're going to do is we're going to do a play on what most of us remember as Salisbury steak. It's not steak, it's not beef, we're using ground turkey, but it's turkey burgers and gravy. And if you stick around, I promise you, this is going to be the most mouth-watering, delicious dish that you have seen in a long time. Now, to learn how I went ahead and seasoned and treated this ground turkey meat, I want you to go back and watch the turkey burger video that I posted 2 days ago. It was the same exact process. We have some bell peppers here. There is some red onions. There's some Lipton onion soup. There's Worcestershire sauce. There's garlic powder. There is onion powder. It's just a lot of love. What? 1 second, baby.
Yours?
No, that can be yours. You can have it.
Yay!
There's a lot of love that was put into this ground turkey meat. Again, if you've seen any of my other videos, building flavors is just something that I love to do. So this dish is going to be building of the flavors. Okay, so in the previous video, if you remember, I went ahead and I added 1 egg to that ground turkey meat. What that does is it enhances the moisture of the ground turkey when you're making burgers, but it also helps to form and to keep that turkey meat together. So because we're preparing this a different way, and it's definitely going to have to, hold together to take on that delicious gravy that we're going to build and pour over it, we went ahead and added 2 eggs to this mixture. Okay, so as you can see, I'm actually going to use a foil pan to prepare this dish. When you live a very busy life and you have to take care of 3 children, washing dishes, pots, and pans is usually, I don't know about for you, it's not my highlight of the day. So wherever I can cut corners, I definitely try to cut those corners. So that is the reason why we're going to head and use this large foil pan. What I did was I went ahead and I took a couple of tablespoons of vegetable oil just to coat, very thin coat, very, very thin coat. You can use Pam, you can use olive oil, but just a very thin coat of it to get those burgers started. We're going to prepare these burgers in the oven. Now I want you to take a look at the difference in how I am patting out these patties. If I was making a burger to go on a hamburger bun, putting it on the grill for a hamburger bun to just uphold some cheese and some lettuce and tomatoes, I would definitely make a much thicker burger. But because this particular meat patty is going to be accompanied with, you can do white rice, tonight we're actually going to have garlic smashed potatoes. So I have it a much thinner patty, okay? So I did want to show you the difference. So this is for tonight's dinner. This kind of patty would be if we were going to pair this with a burger bun, okay? Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and patted out that turkey burger meat, okay? Nice and flat. I'm just going to turn the camera around, okay? So now this is a wonderful portion. Definitely going to be enough for leftovers depending upon how many people you are feeding. But one of these burgers along with the mashed potatoes that we're having, as well as the cabbage, is going to be definitely enough for one helping. So we will have leftovers, which I am excited about because everything tastes better the next day. Okay. Okay. Now, just so you know, we used, this was about 4, let me check. Okay. This was about 4.5 pounds of ground turkey that we used. So it was, quite a bit. So I also wanted to just give you, we had some extra turkey meat left over from our original patties. But I wanted to show you another option for the way that you can form your turkey meat. If you wanted to do like little meatloaves, okay? You can form them into little meatloaves as well. All right. Same thing. It's just a smaller pan. I went ahead and just put a little oil in the bottom of this pan. I took the extra ground turkey meat that we had left over from our thinner pattied ground turkey. And I went ahead and I just formed these little freehand little meatloaves. Okay. So this is just to give you options. You may not want the thin. You actually may want to have some loaves, So if you don't want to do the thin patties, this is another option you can use. Okay. So now we're moving forward. We're getting ready to make our gravy for our ground turkey. And I'm going to be honest with you. One of the things that angers me the most with cooking is to see people actually use that canned gravy stuff. No canned gravy over here. So if you want to learn how to make some gravy, stick with me. And I can actually do a video specifically on gravy. And we can do different flavors of gravy, different types of gravy. But I'm going to show you the JB way of making gravy. Now for tonight's gravy, we have some red onions here. And what I did was I had some extra bell peppers left over and I just went ahead and added it. Because our meat has bell peppers, I just went ahead and added the rest of the bell peppers left over from seasoning our ground turkey. So we're going to go ahead and saute these onions. Use whatever kind of onions you like. I actually had red onions in the house. If you have white onions, you can use. Okay, so we have this onions nice and soft and peppers. Now, 1 second, baby, okay? Meshiba? Okay. So as you can see, you have quite a bit of oil down here. Now there's a reason for that. Because in order for you to make a good gravy, you need to have a fat. So we have some vegetable oil down here. Okay, so I went ahead and I added about a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour to this. And as you can see, it swell up. Okay. But what we want to do is we want to brown this flour. Okay. We do not want any light-skinned gravy. We want our gravy to have some color to it. And we want to fry out that floury taste, okay? So this part you don't want to rush. You want to take your time and cook out this gravy. So we're going to take this time to cook out this flour and get some color. Okay. Now please excuse all the noise in the background, guys. That is the life of cooking with Auntie Dom. My little Avy is back there. She has lots of questions and makes lots of noise. This is what happens when you have to cook for babies. Okay, so check out our burgers that just came out of the oven. And what I really want you to pay attention to is all of that nice juice that's at the bottom. We're going to take all of that juice with all of that flavor, and that is going to be a part of the liquid that we're going to add to our gravy. So again, we're just building flavor. Okay, so now you can see it's starting to pick up a little bit more color and to get caramelized. And what I want to do now, while this is still toasting up and getting some color to it, I want to add 1 package of Lipton onion soup. So I'm not sure how the video is actually picking up the color, but we're at a nice caramel, dark caramel color now. And I'm going to start to add our liquid. So we're going to start with the liquid from our meat first, okay? Now what you want to do is you're going to add liquid. You're going to do it slowly, okay? I actually made a little bit too much gravy, but you're going to add the liquid up until you get a consistency of the gravy you would like. I want this to be a little looser, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more water to it. So some tricks. You can use broth, you know, you can use stock, you know, as your liquid, but it's okay to use water as long as you season it, okay? So I definitely added some seasoning, some black pepper to this, and once I get it to the consistency that I would like, I'm going to then transfer this gravy over back into my pan and smother that meat with it. Ooh, child, this stuff is going to be good. Okay. So, as you can see, our gravy is ready to smother our potatoes in. Okay. All right, thank you so much for watching Cooking with Auntie Dom again tonight. As you can see, we just made some mixed vegetables on the side. We have those garlic mashed potatoes under that nice, delicious homemade